How you doing, guys? I'm back with another Blu-ray update. I got three movies that I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to do them in the order of the most recently watched. So first up, we have Nightcrawler. This one just came out recently, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, and Bill Paxton. Now, this film is about a guy who's down on his luck. He's stealing scrap metal to make ends meet, but one day he runs into these guys had an accident and they're filming the accident, and he inquires like what they're doing, and they tell them basically that they go around with the police scanners looking for crimes and accidents, and then try to get footage to sell to the local news. So he decides to do it, and he forms a relationship with a local news manager played by Rene Russo, who kind of mentors him into trying to get more and more bloodier news type footage. So he goes out and does it. I know a lot of people felt that Jake Gyllenhaal deserved an Oscar nomination, and it really is a great performance. Like the way he speaks and everything in the movie is actually really interesting and kind of weird. And he lost a lot of weight too for the role, so his face looks kind of weird as well. Um, but I think the reason why the Academy didn't nominate him was because his character in this movie is really creepy, and he's basically a sociopath who will do anything to get what he wants, which is basically, the plot of this movie. Usually in stories like this, they have it set up where the guy starts out as a good guy and then slowly becomes a bad guy. Whereas in this movie, this guy's a bad guy from the beginning. From the first moment you see him, you know he's not a good guy. But, there's no rule saying that all stories have to follow the same template, and it's actually better for it that it didn't. I really enjoyed this one a lot. So if you haven't checked this one out, go ahead and do so. Alright, let's go on to the next watch. Alright, we have Snowpiercer, and this is a futuristic dystopian movie. I really enjoyed this one a lot. It takes place in the future where the temperatures are dropped and it's winter all year round, and the last remaining survivors of the Earth were or on this train that speeds around the entire globe, because the person that made the train was some crazy billionaire that decided he was going to create a railway that goes across the entire globe. So basically, the poor people are at the back of the train, living in filth, and the rich are living towards the front of the train, living in luxury. And there's a revolt on the train with the poor trying to fight their way to the front of the train. I really like the structure of this movie. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Basically, this would have made a really good graphic novel if it wasn't based on one already. And I also liked that it had an international cast. Like, they didn't Americanize it at all. There's every different ethnicity in this movie, which is actually kind of cool. This one stars Chris Evans, Tilda Swinton, Octavia Spencer, and Ed Harris, and John Hurt as well. I really like this film a lot. My only gripe is this film really should have had a better theatrical distribution last summer when it came out. I guess the Weinsteins didn't really have any faith in this movie, which is a real shame, because out of all the dystopian movies that came out last summer, or last year, this was the best one. It's probably better. I didn't see The Hunger Games, but it was definitely better than The Maze Runner and Divergent. I like the structure of the movie too, where they're fighting through the train. I won't get too much into the plot of this because it's best if you just watch the movie. I guess I'm pretty much done talking about this one, I guess. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was. Alright, next, or last, we have Cold in July. And this one stars Michael C. Hall, Sam Shepard, and Don Johnson. And it's about this family man, played by Michael C. Hall, who hears an intruder break into his house one night. So he grabs his gun and he kills him, pretty much almost by accident, because the intruder startled him and the gun went off. And first he's like a local hero in the town, but then the father of the boy that was killed, he was an ex-convict, had just gotten out of prison, comes back, and he starts hunting him down for revenge. And then it goes off into another tangent from there, which I won't even get into. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I liked the cast. Don Johnson was really good in this. Sam Shepard was cool, and Michael C. Hall was really cool as well. There's not a lot of special features in this one either, I don't think, but there is a weird Q&A with the director Jim Mickle. He directed Stakeland and Mulberry Street, the killer rat movie. Well, not rat, mutant rat people movie, whatever. And he's actually become one of my favorite directors, because I also saw another movie of him that he made. That was We Are What We Are, the remake, not the Spanish original. Both movies of those are really good, by the way. And he's sitting there talking with the writer of the original book, Joe R. I can't think of his name now. Regs? I don't know. Langsdale? I just totally blew that. I don't know. Anyway, but the writer of the Game of Thrones books is there too, George R. R. Martin. He's in the audience. Like, I don't know if he was a producer on this movie or if he was just, just a fan, or maybe he's just a friend of the original author. One thing I forgot to mention is this story takes place back in 1989, which is kind of nice, getting away from the technology like of cell phones and stuff like that. And also videotape plays a big role in this movie as well. So I guess that's my update. But before I go, I'd like to give a thank you to Robin, who has a channel, Karate Popcorn. She gave me a shout out this week, and I picked up a decent number of subs over because of the shout out. So thank you, Robin, and thank you guys who've been supporting me all along, and the new people who've subbed to my channel. So I guess that's my update. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.